growl. Out of the shadows emerged a gigantic sea serpent, its eyes glowing menacingly. In part 1 of this story, we learned of a 15-year-old boy named Tunde, who started to experience strange things in his life before finding out that his real mother was actually a mermaid. He left his village and visited his underwater home for the first time, meeting his people and learning that he was a prince. As Tunde settled into his new life, he couldn't stop thinking about his village and the parents who had raised him. He missed them and wondered if they were worried about him. He also wondered if he could ever truly belong in two worlds. One day, as Tunde swam near the edge of Oceania Grandiosa, he saw something that made his heart race. A shadowy figure was lurking in the water, watching him closely. It wasn't a merperson, it was something else, something dark and menacing. Tunde's instincts told him to swim away, but his curiosity got the better of him. He approached the figure cautiously. As he got closer, he realized it was a creature he had never seen before, a creature with glowing red eyes and sharp teeth. "Who are you?" Tunde asked, trying to keep his voice steady. The creature grinned, showing its sharp teeth. "I am Kiru," it hissed, "and I have been waiting for you, Tunde. There are secrets about your past that you do not know. Secrets that could change everything." Tunde's heart pounded. What secrets was Kiru talking about? What dangers lay ahead? Tunde knew he had to find out, no matter the risk. Tunde stared at Kiru, his heart racing. The creature's glowing red eyes seemed to pierce through him, and he felt a chill run down his spine. "What secrets?" Tunde asked, trying to sound brave despite his fear. Kiru grinned wider. "There are things about your birth, your mother, and your destiny that you have not been told. Follow me, and you will learn the truth." Tunde hesitated. He had just started to feel at home in Oceania Grandiosa, but his curiosity about his past was too strong to ignore. Taking a deep breath, he nodded. "I'll follow you." Kiru turned and swam deeper into the dark waters, with Tunde following closely behind. They swam for what felt like hours, through twisting tunnels and eerie, silent caverns. Finally, they emerged into a large, open cave illuminated by an otherworldly light. In the center of the cave was a massive, ancient stone tablet covered in strange carvings. Kiru gestured to the tablet. "This is the tablet of truth. It holds the history of Oceania Grandiosa and the secrets of its rulers." Tunde approached the tablet, feeling a strange pull towards it. As he touched the carvings, the symbols began to glow, and images flashed before his eyes. He saw a great storm, a shipwreck, and a mermaid, Temitope, cradling a baby in her arms. Then he saw something he hadn't expected, a man, a human man, standing beside her. "Your father," Kiru said, watching Tunde's reaction closely. "He was a human. That is why you are different, why you can live in both worlds." Tunde's mind raced. He had always assumed his father was a merman. "But why didn't my mother tell me?" "There is more," Kiru said, his voice low. "Your father was no ordinary man. He was a guardian of an ancient treasure, a treasure that many seek but none can find." Tunde felt a surge of determination. "What is this treasure? Where is it?" Kiru's eyes gleamed. "It is the heart of the ocean, a powerful gem that can control the seas. Only a true heir of both worlds can wield its power. And you, Tunde, are that heir." Tunde felt the weight of Kiru's words. He was just a boy, but now he had a destiny to fulfill. He looked at Kiru. "What do I need to do?" "First, you must prove yourself," Kiru said. "There are trials you must face, tests of your strength, wisdom, and heart. Only then can you claim the heart of the ocean." Tunde nodded. "I'm ready. Tell me what I need to do." Kiru smiled, a sly, almost sinister smile. "The first trial is the trial of courage. You must venture to the abyss of shadows and retrieve a piece of the night stone. It will test your bravery and your will to survive." Tunde's heart pounded, but he set his jaw in determination. "I'll do it." As Tunde prepared to leave, Kiru's voice stopped him. "Beware, Tunde. The abyss of shadows is home to many dangers. Trust your instincts and remember, not everything is as it seems." With those words echoing in his mind, Tunde swam out of the cave and headed towards the abyss of shadows, ready to face his first trial. The journey ahead was fraught with danger and mystery, but Tunde knew he had to succeed. The fate of two worlds depended on him. Tunde swam through the dark waters, feeling the weight of his newfound destiny. The path to the abyss of shadows was treacherous, with sharp rocks and swift currents. He swam carefully, remembering Kiru's warning, trust your instincts and remember, not everything is as it seems. As he ventured deeper, the water grew colder and the light dimmer. Strange creatures with glowing eyes watched him from the shadows. Tunde kept his focus, knowing that fear would only make things harder. After what felt like hours, he finally saw a dark chasm below him. This had to be the abyss of shadows. Taking a deep breath, Tunde dove into the abyss. The darkness was overwhelming, but he pressed on, determined to find the Nightstone. Suddenly, he heard a low growl. Out of the shadows emerged a gigantic sea serpent, its eyes glowing menacingly. Tunde's heart raced. He remembered Queen Adani's words, "We will help you adjust and learn about your heritage." He had to rely on his newfound abilities. As the serpent lunged at him, Tunde swam swiftly, dodging its attacks. He noticed a faint, glowing light at the bottom of the abyss. The Nightstone. Gathering all his courage, Tunde darted towards the light. The serpent blocked his path, snapping its jaws dangerously close to him. Tunde realized he needed to outsmart the creature. He swam in circles, creating a whirlpool that confused the serpent. As the serpent struggled to regain its bearings, Tunde made a swift dive and grabbed the Nightstone. The moment he touched the stone, it glowed brightly, illuminating the abyss. The serpent recoiled, blinded by the light. Tunde took this chance to swim back up, clutching the Nightstone tightly. When he emerged from the abyss, he felt a sense of triumph. He had completed the first trial. As he swam back towards Oceania Grandiosa, Tunde felt a strange pull, like something was guiding him. He followed the sensation until he reached a secluded cave. Inside, he found an old, wise-looking merman. "Welcome, young prince," the merman said, his voice gentle. "I am Mermaid, the keeper of the ancient knowledge. I see you have passed the trial of courage." Tunde nodded, showing him the Nightstone. "I did, but there are more trials ahead, aren't there?" Mermaid smiled. "Indeed. The next trial is the trial of wisdom. You must solve the riddle of the deep, a puzzle that has confounded many. Are you ready?" Tunde took a deep breath. "I'm ready." Mermaid led Tunde to a grand hall filled with ancient artifacts and scrolls. In the center was a pedestal with a large, ornate shell. "Inside this shell is the riddle," Mermaid explained. "You must listen carefully and solve it to move forward." Tunde approached the shell and gently opened it. A melodious voice echoed through the hall. "I speak without a mouth and hear without ears. I have no body, but I come alive with wind. What am I?" Tunde thought hard about the riddle. He remembered stories his adoptive parents told him about the wonders of the world. Suddenly, it clicked. "An echo," he said confidently. The shell glowed brightly, and the voice spoke again. "Correct, young prince. You have proven your wisdom." Mermaid nodded approvingly. "You have done well, Tunde. The final trial awaits you, the trial of heart. This trial will test your compassion and your loyalty to both worlds. You must retrieve the tear of the ocean, hidden in the cavern of sorrows. Only a true heir with a pure heart can find it." Tunde felt a mix of relief and anticipation. He had come so far, but the hardest trial was still ahead. With a determined heart, he set out for the cavern of sorrows, ready to face whatever challenges lay in wait. Tunde swam with a renewed sense of purpose toward the cavern of sorrows. The waters grew colder, and the light dimmed as he approached the cavern. It was a desolate place, with dark, jagged rocks and eerie silence. As he entered the cavern, Tunde felt a wave of sadness wash over him. The walls seemed to weep, with trickles of water that shimmered like tears. He knew this was part of the trial. The cavern's sorrow would test his heart. Deep within the cavern, Tunde saw a faint blue glow. He swam towards it, but the path was blocked by a series of intricate barriers, walls of sharp coral and swirling whirlpools. He had to navigate carefully, using both his strength and his wits to avoid being trapped or hurt. Finally, he reached the source of the glow. In a small, crystal-clear pool sat the tear of the ocean, a beautiful gem that pulsed with a soft, blue light. As he reached out to take it, a voice echoed through the cavern. "To claim the tear of the ocean, you must show true compassion and loyalty. You must prove that your heart is pure." Tunde thought about what he had learned from both his worlds, the love of his adoptive parents, the lessons from Temetope and the Mer people. He knew he had to demonstrate his commitment to both the human and mermaid worlds. Suddenly, the image of his adoptive parents appeared in the water. They looked worried and sad, missing their son. Tunde's heart ached for them, and he knew he couldn't just leave them without a word. He turned to the cavern's voice. I love my life here in Oceania Grandiosa, but I also love the parents who raised me. I can't abandon either world. I want to bring peace and unity between both. The blue glow of the tear of the ocean intensified, and the gem floated into Tan's hand. The voice spoke again, this time with warmth. You have shown true heart, Tund. You understand that your strength lies in your love for both worlds. You are worthy. Thanks for watching this story of the lost son of a mermaid part 2. Check out part 3 of this story to see if Tund can successfully live in both worlds and unite them. And what about his adoptive parents? How will they react to these events? Hit the like button and subscribe to the channel so that you will never miss a new story. Also, let us know your thoughts on the story in the comments section.